Turkey seasons are done, and my workbench is a disaster. It's kind of how my life gets when a hunting season's in. Things just get thrown because every morning you're up early and every evening you're back late and you're running around trying to get things done. Maximize your time in the field in as little time as possible doing stuff like this. So I haven't done a vlog in a long time. I'm not really big into the vlogs. Every once in a while they're fun. I think they're overdone, so I just save them for whenever. But today I'm going to ruffle some feathers, so to speak, which is adequate because the topic is about my favorite feathered creature out there, the wild turkeys. And since turkey season just ended, why not let's talk about what seems to have become a popular argument or point that every other post, it seems like, on social media during turkey season has to talk about, and that's, I just shot a bird and it weighs 28 pounds and it's got 1 3/4 spurs and it's got a 12.5-inch long beard and it's exhausting. And I'm not saying that 28-pound turkeys don't exist or 1 3/4 spurs don't exist or 12.5 beards don't exist. They do. All of them do. But the reality is they're few and far between. And I know it's not every post that's this, but it seems like every year it's more and more people claiming that they shot a 28 or 29 or 30-pound turkey. And it's not just one or two. It's like, feels like when you get on Facebook and you get on one of these turkey dedicated pages, man, it feels like every 4th or 5th post is some ridiculous turkey that's got ridiculous long spurs or a crazy long beard. Again, I know they're out there, but I'm telling you, you don't see too many of them. And I get it. I get the desire to want to kill something big. I get this desire to brag about our achievements. Heck, we all know fish stories. Fishermen are the biggest over-exaggerators ever. But really, there's nothing to be gained by telling a fish story when it comes to your turkey. And maybe some of it's just ignorance. And I don't want to come across as being like a jerk or anything, but really it's not that hard to weigh a bird accurately or to measure a bird to give a true representation of what it is. It's a turkey. Who cares? Really, honestly, at the end of the day, who cares? There are no prizes for the biggest bird here. There's no prizes for the heaviest bird, the longest spurs. You're not going to impress anybody. It certainly doesn't impress me, which I really don't want anybody to try and impress me. I don't want to impress anybody myself. Here's the deal. I've killed a lot of turkeys. Well over 50 now, and I know there's people who've killed a lot more. Kudos to them. I know there's a lot of people that'll never kill 50 in their lifetime. But I've killed over 50, and well over 30 of those, deep into the 30s now, have been with a bow. I put a lot of birds on the ground. In that time, of all of them I've ever killed, I've only ever killed 2 jakes. So, it's a lot of times, and I've picked them up, and I've seen them all. I can tell you that the largest time that I've ever killed is a corn-fed eastern bird in 2017. Weighed 24.5 pounds. Hands down the biggest. This year, I killed a tom that weighed 17.5 pounds. A mature Indiana corn-fed longbeard. Now, big ones do exist. A good friend of mine came to my office one day. This has been probably 8-9 years ago. He's like, Derek, you gotta check out the huge bird I killed. And I actually had a postal scale at my office because we sent things out. So I had a postal scale, so I know it was accurate. And we put it on there, and I don't remember the exact weight, but I do know it was over 28 pounds. They do exist. But all these people saying that they're killing 28-pound birds, man, unless you're throwing it on some kind of certified postal scale or certified meat scale or something, I don't believe it. Don't believe it for 1 minute. Okay, so we're going to see how bad did you beat me by. Okay, so carefully pick your turkey up and set him in the pan here. It's zeroed with the pan. Whoa, that's a beast right there. All of you people who say you shoot 25, 27-pound birds, no you don't. This is a huge bird. And it's 23 and a quarter pounds. 23 and a quarter, that's a huge bird. Awesome. Okay, grab him out of there. Okay, can you grab mine? All right, throw mine on there. Look at that. I told you mine was a tiny bird. That's 17 and a half pounds. That's a little more typical. Again, all you guys who claim you're shooting 28 and 30-pound birds, no you're not. Let's talk about measuring spurs. Measuring spurs really isn't that difficult, but every year people seem to make it difficult, and I don't really understand why. You get on the internet and somebody says, man, check this out. I just shot an 1 5/8" spur turkey. Because they'll measure from the backside. I mean, literally, you think I'm joking, but people will measure spurs like this. That's not how you measure a spur. Just saw one the other day. Somebody measured a spur from down here. That's not how you measure spurs. If you really want to measure a spur, you measure the total distance of the lower side, because spurs typically curve upward. So you measure from where it connects on the lower side all the way out to the tip. So this spur right here, if we get right there, is just barely over 3/4 of an inch long, not even 7/8 of an inch long. But there will be guys that will measure it from down here, where it's a true 7/8. They'll measure it from the middle of the leg. They'll measure it from here, where it's 1.5 inches. That's not even 7/8. That's a 3/4 inch spur, basically. Now, is this off of a 2-year-old bird, a 3-year-old bird? Don't know. I don't really care, quite frankly. I know it's not a Jake. This is one that I believe my daughter killed this bird. I think this is hers, not mine. I don't know. I don't even care anymore. But anyways, I believe this is my daughter's. It's on the tag if I unwrap the tag here. But it was an Indiana turkey, corn-fed, and here's what it is. You know what's the cool part about this bird? It's just the hunt. That's it. Don't really care what it measured. Let's talk beards. These are from 3 corn-fed Indiana longbeards. My youngest daughter, Sydney, killed this one on opening day of Indiana season. My oldest daughter, Trevor, killed this nice thick one here in Indiana. And then this was mine in Indiana when I doubled right after she shot this one. Every year, people screw up the simple measurement of how long is a beard. Everybody says they're shooting 12, 13, 14, 15-inch beards. 15-inch beard, folks. 15 inches. There's so many analogies we could go into here. And really some of this beard stuff comes into is how are you starting the measuring process? And I can actually tell you that it's somewhat difficult to take an accurate beard measurement when it is still attached to the bird, because we either tend to pull that beard out off of his chest and measure it, and in doing so you elongate the skin where it's attached and you add that to the measurement, or we take the end of the tape measure and we jam it into his side and we're getting a false measurement as well. I'm telling you right now, the best way to measure a beard is when it's actually off of a turkey. I don't even cut my beards off. You can actually grab hold of them and with a firm pull it out, and you get basically by the root where it attaches the skin. Now you can argue, are the measurements within a 1/16 or an 1/8 of an inch? Again, who really cares? But if you want to truly know, this is probably the most accurate way you're going to do it. So for example, Here's my Indiana beard from this year. Okay? This was plucked right out. You can see right there's where it attaches to his body. I can't extend it. I can't stretch it. That's basically it. Set it right there at the end of the tape. That is a 9, maybe and a quarter, if you want to call that one little hair, maybe 9 1/4 inch beard. I personally just call that a 9-inch beard. I really don't care. My oldest daughter's beard, nice big thick beard. That's a really nice, we get a lot of these in Indiana, nice and thick like this. A lot of curve to it. Just going to take it, again, the same deal. Set it right here at the base of the tape measure. Get it straightened out, stretch it out. And that is, if you look at the longest little hair, 10 1/2 inch beard. That's the last one of these little ones out here. Personally, I call that a 10-inch beard, but I guess technically it's 10 1/2. This is a beast of an Indiana bird right here. And all you people saying you're shooting 12-inch beards, this is what a legitimate 12-inch beard looks like. And to tell you how easy it is to screw this up, when I measured it on the bird, I thought it was 12 1/4, maybe a fuzz longer than 12 1/4. I can tell you that this beard right here is a legitimate 12-inch beard and no longer. I set it right here at the base, line it up, and I get it out here, and that one little hair is right there at 12 inches. That's a legitimate 12-inch beard, and that's going to the longest of these little hairs. So really, in my book, I'd be calling this 11 3/4. If you want to brag it up, it's a 12-inch beard. That is a beast of a long turkey beard right there. So why does any of this even really matter? It doesn't. To be quite frank, none of it does matter. And I don't even know why I'm even wound up about it. I guess I'm really not. I actually laugh at a lot of the posts that I see, but I want people to be realistic and understand what you killed. A, what did you kill, and be proud of it. B, don't try and impress everybody else. Who cares? I've killed a lot of turkeys. This year, the turkey that I killed weighed 17 1/2 pounds, had about a 9-inch beard, and had like 3/4 inch spurs. I don't care. That was the bird I killed in Indiana. The one I killed in Texas wasn't very big. I didn't weigh it. I've never measured the spurs, and I've never measured how long the beard are. Spurs are in my freezer. The beard is in a pile of beards that I've got. The tail is buried in a freezer. Down the road, I don't care. But what I do have is the memory of doing it. I've got the photos of it. I videoed the hunt, and I ate great. The whole thing ate incredible. My family and I, we made tacos out of the legs and thighs. We used the breast meat in a pasta, Alfredo pasta. That's the best part about the whole thing. I don't care what the thing weighed. Couldn't tell you. If I had to guess, 18 pounds, maybe. I don't know. This is what it is. Who cares? So in the end, none of this stuff matters. And I don't care if it's deer, and I don't care if it's turkeys, or any other game animal. The scales, they don't matter. All that really matters is the memories you're making out in the field, whether you're hunting alone or hopefully you're hunting with family members or friends. That's all that really matters in this whole game, whether it's deer, turkeys, goose, duck, big game, whatever. It's all about the memories you make, and it's about the food that you put on the table. So we need to quit getting into big comparison contests and picking each other apart and beating each other down about the way that we hunt or what it defines a trophy animal. And get out there and just enjoy hunting and enjoy the memories and enjoy the great table fare we get with the whole thing. Again, because that's all that really matters in the end. I hope I didn't upset a ton of people. If I did, I'm sorry. But I'm poking a little bit of fun at what we're all guilty of, and that's telling fish stories when it comes to hunting. So, again, God bless. I hope you had a great turkey season. It's kind of a bummer that it's winding down or is done in most places across the United States. Stay safe in this crazy world that we're all living in the spring of 2020. And before you know it, deer season will be here. God bless. And as always, it's a new day in the outdoors.